Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot. Today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading for what do your spirit guides want to tell you. So I know I did a video recently on the urgent messages from spirit. This one is a little bit different because it is your spirit guides versus, well, mine. So what do your spirit guides want to tell you at this particular time of your life? This is a timeless reading. Okay, so whenever you watch this, the messages are meant for you there. So keep in mind it's a general reading. It might not resonate 100%. So if you'd like a personal reading, the info is in the description. Okay, so let's take a look. There are 4 groups here today for what do your spirit guides want to tell you. So group number 1, we have here Golden Aura Quartz. That's group number 1. Group number 2 is Angel Aura Quartz. Group number 3 is the Rose Quartz Pendulum. And group number 4 is Malachite. Okay, so just take a deep breath and just go with whatever your intuition is calling you towards the most. Again, we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. The choices are going to be in the timestamps and in the description. Today I'm using the original Rider Waite cards instead of the ones I usually use, which are the universal. Any of the decks that I use are in the description as well. So again, take as much time as you need, and whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is the Golden Aura Quartz. Okay, so we're going to be channeling your spirit guides, little different for me. So let's get into it. Spirit, this reading is for group number 1, and whatever their spirit guides have to tell them at this time, please provide us with clear guided messages for group 1. Okay. With respect and with permission, the spirit guides of group number 1. What are your messages for them today? The spirit guides of group 1. What are your messages for them at this time of their life? For group 1, please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay, wow. Let's good start here. All right, this is a definitely interesting start. You have, so the first thing here is that you have a lot of support is an interesting thing here. I think I said this way back when, and this is going to resonate for some of you. In a previous video I did, what do your ancestors want to tell you? So there's a lot of feminine energy coming up here. There's a lot of powerful feminine energy, like a whole line of people here that is showing up. I feel that many of them probably communicate to you through either dreams or little signs throughout your life. And they really kind of try to nudge you in the right direction, okay? Especially when you're feeling stuck. And, well, actually, look, see, especially when you're feeling stuck. Okay? So that is actually the first message, is that they want to tell you that they're here with you. They want to tell you that they are here and they are supporting you always. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of angelic guidance here, is really the first thing that they wanted to tell you. Okay? Spirit guides of group 1, what are your messages for them at this time of their life in regards to their journey or any support or guidance in terms of messages? Let's see. Wow. Okay. So the next message here, things are going to be evolving very, very soon. I have felt this energy before. Things might... I'm getting March, okay? So sometimes with timing, nothing comes to me. But when it comes to me, I say it. So something here is going to really take a turn within the month of March for you guys, probably within the beginning. Okay? You have the Three of Wands. So there's going to be some kind, whatever shape or form, it's going to be different for everyone. But there's going to be elevation or evolving or expansion of any kind. This could be spiritual. This could be in terms of, you know, if you're moving or something within your job. I mean, it's going to be all around expansion for you guys. So either way, it's going to be a good sign. Potentially there could be some new beginnings here, right? There's a lot of good cards here, actually. So Ace of Cups, Lovers, Death. It does look like there's a huge shift here in regards to something having to do with your spiritual health. It could be your love life, your friendship life. It could be something like that. But there's a rebirth here of these energies. This is a very, very beautiful energy I'm getting here. This is a complete, an overflowing of healing and love energy in your life that's coming through here. Again, I think it has to do with whatever's going on in March. Just give it some time. I mean, at this point, we're almost, I mean, at the time I'm recording this, it's almost February. So either way, it's right there. Okay. I think that you're at a crossroads. I think that they want to tell you that you're at a crossroad in your life, and very soon you're going to begin to take the right path. This is not to say that you're on the wrong path necessarily. There is really no wrong path, but there are necessary paths that we have to take in order to learn the vital lessons. But what I see in this card is that you go from choosing one thing that you were used to and that was perhaps easier, not in a good way, okay? But you're going to shift into choosing the other path for yourself very, very soon. And what's interesting about this one particular card, there is so much power behind this. This is going to take every ounce of your will. Your will and your, I'm getting the word self-control. But it's going to lead you to a feeling of being very victorious. This is awesome because it shows that this is you. This is your will. You're the one that's doing this for yourself, or you will be. Okay? And it took a lot of fierce determination. And of course, to me, I would probably safely say this is not the first time you've tried to switch the paths. However, the reason why it matters now is that finally and absolutely, you will change that path, okay? The Star card, keep your faith, keep hope, keep faith, and continue to trust is really what we're looking at here. Page of Cups, we had the Page of Swords over here. Just basically there's a lot of good fortune here is really what I think it comes down to. I think that over here with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, I am sincerely seeing this energy fade away and become something entirely different. So this truly is a fortunate time. Like I said, they just wanted to let you know that they're there with you, they're working with you, they're supporting you, they're guiding you. A lot of strong energies there. They're very strong-willed spirit guides. Some of them, yes, were from your family line. Not all of them, I don't think, but most of them are kind of showing up here as that, because these are not necessarily angels or saints or anything like that. These were, you know, people in the real 3D world. Spirit guides of group 1, is there anything you'd like to clarify so far? Yeah, here it is. The Judgment card. So again, the soon expansion that I'm speaking of. What this is, what this energy is. Okay, wait a second. There's something going on here with the sound. It looks like you're going to be receiving something. Ooh, okay. For some of you, you could be receiving communication soon. I'm not sure who it's from, but I was very much drawn to this right here. It looks like she's catching the sound. So that could look like different things for some of you, but some of you, it is receiving something that, like, receiving sound. So yes, receiving some kind of communication or receiving some kind of a gift that has to do with sound itself. That's very specific, but that is what is coming up here. Now, beyond that, the Judgment card here is here to tell you that you are at a huge turning point in your life. Again, the shift. I feel that a lot of you are going to be ascending or elevating in terms of your spiritual, kind of like your spiritual frequency. Okay? Because all of the battles have been fought. There's not that much left to fight, is what I want to tell you with that one. It seems like you've put in so much work already, and I feel like it's time to kind of see the turnaround from that, you know, like the rewards or at least the outcomes. Yeah, and as I said that, we have the World card. So you've come full circle. This is the last card. Sorry, throat problems. I wonder if that has to do with anything. I wonder. So with the World card, you're starting the new chapter of your life. I can't believe how much fortune I'm seeing here. It's not even that the cards are potent in the way that they usually come off, but I can feel it. It's kind of like an undertone of fortune that I'm really seeing here. So let's get a couple more and then get another deck to, you know, sort of clarify here. Okay, Spirit guides, anything else for group 1? What are your messages for them? What do you wish to tell them at this time? Yeah, so here it is. Here it is. All the battles you have fought. Wheel of Fortune, it is time. This is the turning point. I feel like some of you have heard this message before. And if you have heard this message before, it's not that this is a sort of like repeating the message. It is confirming it, yes. I think that whatever battles that you have gone through recently were things that you already learned. So in truth, the reason why it was repeating itself was actually purely because of divine timing. Something wasn't quite there yet. Something in your situation, in your divine, like the whole alignment of everything, something wasn't quite ready. Like the fruit wasn't ready to be picked just yet, but it is now. Or like, well, at least when this right here, this energy comes through, it will be then. But you're very, very close. Spirit guides, anything else? So this is really, really centered on your own spiritual development. There might have been some, you know, some hints over here in regards to something with either love or friendship, but this is really focused on you, which is obviously, you know, why we're here, and that's a good thing. So we have the Three of Swords here. Spirit guides, why is the Three of Swords here, and what is it talking about? Someone perhaps deceived you, betrayed you, or walked away from you. and that did cause a heavy heart. This might have been something that happened a long time ago. And whatever residual energy was attached to you from that situation is going to fade completely. I feel some of you are going to be, the word absolved came to my mind. There might be some kind of absolution coming through, whether it's you or someone else. Someone might be forgiven here, whether it's you or them, okay? That's another message that came through. The King of Pentacles. Hold on. Anything else about the King of Pentacles? Yeah. It looks like there was conflict with it. Either this is talking about an actual person, or it could have been talking about something within your job or your career, but there was conflict. I say was, okay? Because all of this, so it looks like some of the things that it's pulling out now is kind of like the past energies. Weirdly, it's not going to, like, usually when I have past energies, they kind of end up over here, but these are coming up in your future. So what that's saying to me is that some of this stuff from the past, or from like just whatever conflict here, is in a sense going to be it's going to resurface. Kind of like it's going to be dug out of the soil and showing itself on the surface. Okay? But the point is that you're not even going to be bothered by that anymore. You will, look, see? You will reach this higher frequency. This is elevating. We're going up. We're moving up. And I mean, I don't really know much about sound or frequency, like in its literal sense, but if you're able to perceive or understand things from a completely different wavelength, all this stuff on the lower vibrations is not even going to touch you, is really how I can kind of explain that one. Let's get some more from a different deck. Let's get so this is the Gilded Royale. A little different from the ones I usually hear. Spirit guides, we would like a little bit more clarity on the relationships or friendships or connections aspect of things. Spirit guides, what are your messages for group 1 in regards to these connections that are popping up here? Are there any connections that are of importance? Whoa. You have quite a few repeats here, which to me is a very, wow. Okay, so so we have the 5 and the 9. Where was it? Yeah, it was over here. So this is coming up again. There was something that really was causing a lot of conflict for you in your life. Yes, it probably did have to do with another person or other people, and it completely exhausted you. Now, that leads me to say over here with the Wheel of Fortune that whatever was going on over there with that situation, with that energy stream, that is coming full circle. Something here is going like this. It's coming full circle and it's reaching a resolution. I'm not necessarily saying reconciliation, but the energetic flow of it is going to have closure. So this means that, again, it's not going to bother you. It's not going to, it's sort of like going to be released from your system, which is really, really good news, okay? So you have the 3 of Wands again. So here is the really, really solid confirmation that you're going to be moving up spiritually and probably within your life in some way. Again, it could be something within your 3D world that you're literally, you know, moving up in, okay? So we have that. We also do have here, so you have the Judgment card again. Okay, so similar right there. A very powerful confirmation of this. It's just a very, it's a very elevated and exalted spiritual feeling, like let's celebrate kind of a feeling. You know, like we've come so far, we've come full circle, and here we are. And you're ready. Ooh, that hit me. The phrase, you're ready. That means you're ripe. That, like, if we were fruit on a tree, you're ready to be picked, and you're ready to be, you know, to be like in your fullest power. Wow. Okay. We also do have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, we have the Hermit and the Empress. Okay. Not much different news here. It's just I do feel that you're going to take quick action towards something. Over here I saw some fast movement. And over here with the Empress and the Hermit, it looks like you really, really take your sense of sort of like, how can I put this? You take your growth very, very seriously, or you will, okay? All of this stuff is kind of like coming up very soon, or it's starting now for some of you. So with the Hermit card, this is you really taking your spiritual knowledge and your introspection, your reflection, your emotional health. You're taking it extremely seriously. And I do see you studying something, focusing on something. It reminds me of the Eight of Pentacles, although it's not here. And I do see you putting a lot of hard work into something that has to do with the mind. So some of you might be studying, some of you might be writing journals or books or something like that, or researching something. There's something here important like that. Here with the Empress card, this is you taking your own personal power and groundedness, if that's a word, very seriously, in a sense that I feel you become unwavering. This is relevant if you had to put up boundaries with anybody in your life, if you stopped being pushed around in situations, or if there was no opposition. It could have to do with you taking a stance in your life and just being so serious about your goals, your development, and your success. Okay? Okay, so that's what we have so far. Let's see. I think I was trying to, I got completely, so what happened there, I like it completely went right back to your spirit. So your spiritual development is such, it is at such an important point that everything else just like totally slipped away. I was like looking at other things and I'm like, wow, that completely just didn't matter anymore. Spirit guides, do you have any other messages at all for group 1 at this time of their life? Any guidance for them? Okay. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot again. Okay. This is a very important theme for you guys. So basically the theme of making a choice that will change the rest of your life. That's huge. 2 Wheels of Fortune, right? 2 Chariot cards. I would love to know what this is. You guys are probably already thinking about it, but in just a little bit more time, we're right there, right around the corner. You guys are going to make this decision and assert your will towards your life, and it just shifts everything for you. And it does reap positive results. Okay? The choice that, whatever choice that you're going to make is one that you already felt within your intuition, that not even just intuition alone, but like logic, intuition, and maybe for some of you it has to do with something with your health, or there's something there that's quite important that's going to change everything for you. So you also have the Strength card and the Queen of Wands. That's a lot of firepower there. A lot of heavy Leo energy or fire energy here. And let's just take that as, you know, your passion is completely amping up here as we move forward. So for many of you, you're going to start to involve yourself with your passions, especially if you're a creative person. This is huge for you guys. So like if you haven't sort of delved into anything with your passions, they're actually saying that now is the time for that. Some of you might have to still kind of like sleep on it and think about things and rest, take a step back. But after this period of replenishment, when you come back from that, the passion is going to be just tenfold. And again, if you are a creative person, or if you had some kind of idea for a project or something that you wanted to start up, whatever it is, it's going to be the perfect time for you, because like you have to ride this wave. There's so much firepower here. It's incredible. Okay, so that's what's coming up for you. Let's do one more pull and I'll get some written messages for you guys. And I'll probably get an animal spirit guide thing. I got that as well. Spirit guides, do you have any final messages for group 1 about anything at all? So like I said, I was trying to get some info on like other stuff and it just didn't even care. They're like, no, we're not focusing on that. So finally you have here the Knight of Wands. Again, more firepower, more movement. There's a volcano in the background. Okay, so whatever it is, I feel that it's going to start very early on if it hasn't started already. This fire is not going to lose its steam. It is related to something that you're either very creative or spiritual about. I mean, it's going to look different for everyone, but there's a lot of power in regards to the cup's energy as well. So it's fire, yes, but there's a lot of emotion and psychic energy behind whatever it is that you're doing or will do. By the way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, give it a little bit of time. And what I would recommend is to simply just open up that window of possibility mentally and say, you know what, maybe something is coming through. Like, let me just see what that might be, just to be open-minded. And it might just come through with that force, like I said, because whatever it is, it's incredibly powerful. Okay, so let's do these. Actually, let's do the animal ones first because I almost forgot. I forget what these are called. I have to add it to the list on the description, but these are the spirit animals. Okay, so spirit, what is the message for group 1? What is the message for group 1? Okay, so you guys got the whale. It says, through music, you reclaim life's magic and grow strong in body and soul. That's interesting. We did before, remember I said something about sound. That is interesting. What was the other thing they said? Grow strong in body and soul. So it's a little bit of everything in this card, but definitely strength for those of you that are focusing on physical goals, you know, like physical health, physical fitness, physical replenishment, whatever. That's definitely included here but soul is something that's equally important. So yeah, like the whale energy right now is very important as a spirit animal. Let's do a pull from here and then we are good to go. Okay, these are... Okay, spirit guides, what are your final messages for group 1? Okay, it says Libra. Chaos. Oh my. Okay, so I think that the combo of Libra and chaos together, I mean, Libra is justice, right? So the justice and the card of justice, and as it also means balance. That's a very crude drawing there, but yes, that's the scales of balance. So I do feel like that is what they're saying. Past and present / future. Balance is coming from all of that chaos. Another word, clutter, the word clutter. So it's either chaos, clutter, discord, conflict, any of these things at all is coming into balance. And we do have confirmation of that here with clarity. I said clutter and then and then it says come clean. That's actually really interesting. That's kind of funny. So come clean. So that can be literally the word clean, but when it says come clean, this is really relevant to if something was deep within your spirit that you had to express, or something that you wanted to reveal or get off your chest, or some kind of a burden, because this has to do with something about releasing yourself from burden or something that was deep beneath the surface. Okay, you also have 8. I don't know if 8 is significant in any shape or form. It could be a date, it could be a significant number for you. And then you have stagnant. Okay, so if you do feel currently that you're in stagnant energy, you are in for a pleasant surprise when you move forward. Okay, I told you there's a lot of firepower that is coming for you. And it's also not just stagnant in a short time. Like, this might have been stagnation for years that you felt. So with your 2 Judgment cards and your 2 Wheel of Fortune cards, I would definitely say that that is going to be completely blown out of the water there. Like I said, clarity is coming soon. Okay? Very interesting and powerful reading, Group 1. That's what I have for you. I really, really hope that it helped. Let us know in the comments what's going on with you, and if you feel that these messages didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group. I feel the messages are here for you somewhere. Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next reading. Blessings. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is Angel Aura Quartz. So let's take a look. Spirit, this reading is for group 2. And whatever their spirit guides have to tell them, please provide us with clear guided messages for group 2. Okay. With respect and with permission, the spirit guides of group 2. What messages do you have for them today? What would you like to tell them for group 2, spirit guides? What would you like to tell group 2? What are your messages of, wow, of advice or guidance for group 2? Oh my God, group 2, geez. Oh boy. Okay. Oh my goodness, you have me shook. Very, very different energy from group 1. So you guys are a totally different sort of breed or element here we're dealing with. Okay. It looks like you're going through it right now, group 2. I wasn't sure which one came out first because you guys know how I shuffle is just a free-for-all. But I did notice the moon card. So it does look like you're at a time now of either mystery, fear, anxiety, confusion, any of these things. It could be something having to do with indecision or conflict. Something is not clear. Something is not clear in your life, in your mind, in your spirit. There's just a lot going on here, okay? A lot of you might feel like you are trapped in a situation, but if you guys know, if you watch tarot frequently, you'll know that the 8 of Swords is a card that says it's basically self-imposed and more of a mental kind of a stuckness. So basically it's saying that it's an illusion of being trapped. We're not actually trapped. So that's one part there. It might look like you're trapped, okay? Now, I can see why you think that, because I mean, you have the Devil card. You also have the Tower. This is really heavy energy, okay? Like, look at all the black sky. I mean, okay, so this is quite the situation for you. But what they want to tell you is that it's coming to an end. With the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups, look at that immediate relief, that immediate healing and love that's coming in. This could be divine love. I mean, any kind of love. Love is love, right? There's an energy here of so much healing and light. So whatever it is that you're going through with this, woof, it's a doozy, right? Look at the calmness. I mean, just look at that. Total opposite. This is peaceful. This is serene. There's flow and beauty, and this is just like freaking lightning and storm. All right, let's keep going here. But anyway, I feel like that was their first message because they wanted to give you some hope and some support. Spirit guides of group 2, what else would you like to tell them? What messages do you have for group 2 at this time of their life? Okay, they're definitely telling you to have patience, and I know that's probably not your favorite word. They're asking you to have patience because you are going to be exiting this energy very soon. Some of you have probably been already waiting for a long time. So that's why they're telling you to have more patience, okay? But look at this. 6 of Swords. I love this card because the symbolism of this card is, I mean, it's a little piece of the water that you can see here, but this represents the tumultuous waves, like the crazy, you know, storm kind of waves. But if you look into the background, look how smooth it is, okay? So you're moving on from the crazy energy, the chaotic energy, and you're moving towards smoother sailing. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at the difference here. 9 of Swords to 10 of Pentacles. Some of you, so what this means is all of this sad and anxious and stressed out energy is going to transform into the prosperity, brightness, and the abundance of the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Now, this has so much potential to transform into this energy. Some of you are going to have some difficulty with allowing this transformation to take place. I have a feeling that many of you are going to struggle to not carry the swords with you. Okay? In this card, I kind of got the image of all of the swords falling from the wall and clattering onto the floor. And this person just looks up and sees what's there and just says like, oh, wow, it's gone. Like, I can be at peace. I can rest. I can stop worrying. Okay. 10 of Pentacles is a card of safety, right? Whereas this card over here, anxiety, worry, negative thinking, is a card of uncertainty and just feeling unsafe. Total opposite. So what they're saying is, if you just trust and if you surrender and you let those swords go, you can have this feeling of abundance and prosperity as well as security. There is a heavy focus on these 2 cards. I feel like this is basically the bulk of the energies here of what we're dealing with. So I don't know if it was purely just mental energy. It could have been something within your situation, of course, that was contributing. But that was a heavy focus on those 2 cards, as you saw, okay? Spirit guides, do you have any clarification for us so far? Yeah, same exact message here. You see that? Page of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. So we went from the 9 to the 10 of Swords. Do you know how significant that is? To see the direct progression. Look at that, 9 to 10. 10 is significant because it means the ending of a cycle. Let the swords fall. Let the black sky turn to gold, is what they're saying. And it's confirmed by the Page of Pentacles. Okay? There is an opportunity for prosperity, safety, security, everything beautiful. Look at the verdant pastures here. Okay, there's opportunity here. There's mountains in the background. There is an opportunity for you. All you have to do is take it. So it's as if they were handing you something. All you have to do is accept it. Okay, that's a very beautiful message. Spirit guides, anything else for group 2? Holy cow, another card of an ending of a cycle, but this time of burdens. Wow. Okay, you guys are very psychic. I sensed before that you had a lot of water energy, and within, well, I mean, you did have 3 cards in a row that had this psychic energy on it with the water. In 2 of them, they're blindfolded. Okay. So that makes sense to me. I mean, it would make sense to me if a lot of what you guys were going through was, excuse me, like very internal. Because, I mean, if you do have sort of, not that you're a water sign, but, I mean, of course you could be, but if you do carry that sort of persona, is what I meant, then naturally a lot of the stuff would be emotional. You know what I mean? So that's what makes this so much more beautiful and healing. This is healing of that, the cups. It's healing of the emotional center, the mind. Okay? Spirit guides, anything else so far? This is all you, by the way. No one else is coming up in your reading. This is all you, which is good. What I mean to say is you are focusing on your healing and your journey is what I meant. 2 of Wands. So as you can see from this card, this person is holding the world in their hand, holding their personal power there with the wand, and looking out into the future with hope and a positive mindset. Wow. There's hints here of magician energy over here with the lilies and the roses. And also I'm getting a powerful, powerful manifestation with this card. You guys are going to create your world now. You're going to be at a point where you are so ready. You are so ready to make these positive changes for yourself and to receive the positivity. Receiving and allowing is a big one for you. Accepting is a big one for you guys. The page in the night kind of looks similar. Okay, what else? Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This is deep, you guys. This is very, very profound. You've been waiting for this. I feel like, so this was kind of a first. I don't typically hear sounds when I interpret cards, but I heard a rusty wheel. The Wheel of Fortune was rusty, but it was still moving. So we need to get in there and kind of oil that up in a sense. This could be literal if some of you are needing to sort of like become more flexible, whether that means physically or mentally. But something that's rusty is something that's neglected, right? Or something that has sort of changed over time into something different that I would probably guess is a little bit unhealthy or imbalanced. So let's focus on that. What has become unhealthy, imbalanced, or like quote unquote rusty in your life? It could be any number of things for different people watching, but you know what this is. So what in your life has become that rusted wheel? That was a very, very distinct image and sound that I got. And what do we do when anything is rusty? We restore it. It's not that it's ruined forever, we restore it. I hope that makes sense. If that's weird for some of you, this is sort of like, how the cards get interpreted. These little things, these images, these metaphors, they make a huge, difference. Like, it becomes very meaningful. So let's get a couple more. I'll get some clarifiers. Spirit guides, anything else? But I really feel it. I really feel, you guys, your emotion, your empathy, your power, your healing abilities. You're extremely psychic, all right? There's just so much power behind what you guys do and how you live. Oh my. Okay, that I did not expect that. So yes, we are moving into healing energies. You guys are going to be restored. Now do keep in mind that this is not something that, of course, you guys already know. It's not something that is just going to be automatic. It's dependent on, you know, the work that you put into it. So for those of you that are really putting in the spiritual work, you're going to really come out on the other side of this very abundant, very powerful, right? And for others of you, in a little bit more time, you are going to be richly rewarded. There is a soulmate energy here. This could be a soulmate in a lover sense. It also could be a friendship sense. Whatever the case is, this is a powerful, powerful soul person that is appearing in your reading, and they just wanted to kind of like say, hey, okay? So they're there. They're there. But this is more about you guys. So let's just get a little clarification. I'll get a spirit animal card for you, and then some written cards. Spirit guides, is there anything that you would like to clarify? Are there any new messages for group 2? Okay. We have the Page of Swords. This is the Gilded Royale, by the way. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. And the Tower again. Okay. Yikes. You guys might still be going through this Tower energy. The word that came to mind was endure. You can do this. It might be intense. It might be, depending on your situation, chaotic, painful, transformative, but you can do this. You are going to make it through this. Do you see that person? Like, this person and this person, right? They're falling from the tower. But realistically, what they're doing is they're escaping the catastrophe. And just because it looks like they're falling to their demise, it doesn't mean that they're gonna die. It means that, you know, for all we know, maybe they just like take flight, or maybe they land in somewhere in some kind of a safety. We don't know what's gonna happen. So my point of saying that is, try not to sort of sentence yourself already to failure or to some devastating outcome here. Try to envision yourself like taking flight here and surviving this crash. Okay? I've never said that before with the Tower card, but I was really drawn to the fact that they're like flying out the window here. I see this as they're escaping catastrophe. Okay? I have no idea where they land, but I know that, you know, we have a choice in terms of mentally creating our fate. That's one thing that I do know. Perspective is everything. So you have a page, a knight, and a king. What I see from this is steady progression, right? So we have swords, cups, pentacles. A lot of different things are going on for you. Different elements coming into play here. I feel that as you move forward, you're going to have a revelation, sort of like a realization, then healing of the heart, then finally stability, the stability that you're seeking. And what's basically just like this mature and bold and centered feeling. The King of Pentacles is the most stable of the kings of the court cards, okay? Anything else? Interesting. You have the Five of Swords and you have the Hierophant, both fives here. Let me see. Spirit guides, what is the Five of Swords and the Hierophant speaking of? I mean, it could just be conflict within either a commitment or conflict within some kind of something having to do with like a community thing. But let's see. 10 of Wands. This is what's been burdening you. Yeah. There's conflict here. Some of you, it might not be a like commitment or a marriage or a relationship. It could be the Hierophant also has to do with like spiritual matters as well. It also has to do with like community and institutions. So, you know, it could be whatever resonates for you guys, obviously. But there's a huge burden that's involved with this. Okay, spirit guides, do you have a message for them about that or advice for them about that particular thing that's burdensome? Oh, wow. There's an awakening and happiness here. They're asking you to reach for your awakening, reach for your happiness is actually what they said from that. I use the word reach because it's not going to come to you automatically, but they're asking you to reach. Reach means to extend yourself outside of the comfort zone or the box that you're in. So there is something that you have to sort of like push yourself to do in a sense. Okay, let's do any final words, spirit guides, for group 2. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. So you did have these both coming out. Either way, I mean, yes, it could be talking about a divine counterpart, but either way, this is you coming full circle into your fullest power. And I love the earth energy here. We started off with some chaotic water energy. Okay, not that there's anything wrong with the water elements, right? But it was just way too chaotic and wavering. Here is you guys coming into full stability. This is good. And then here's a nice little added bonus, 9 of Pentacles. There's a lot of prosperity and abundance here. Might I add, independent and freedom, right? Independent success here. So financially free, financially independent. That's really, really good. So let's get an animal. There's a spirit animal deck here. I think that's the name. I don't know the name of this one. I have to get it. Okay, spirit guides, what is the message for group 2? This is so cute. Okay, it's actually a little scary now that I'm looking at it. So you guys got the bee. It says, hard work is rewarded with responsibility and a sweetness that is shared. Wow. Very nice. So again, your hard work is being acknowledged here, and it is saying that it's being rewarded. Sweetness is coming in. Let's get a couple of worded messages for you guys, and then we'll be all set here. Whoops. This is... Spirit guides, do you have any final messages? Whoop. Whoa, you guys are intense. Very, very poetic and creative energy from you guys. Okay. What was the first one? Stillness. Okay, so remember those waters in the beginning. It's now time for stillness. So it's like if the boat was just rocking and going like crashing against the waves. Now we have stillness. Try to manifest that for yourself. Like really try to envision yourself in stillness if you feel like you're in chaotic waves. Like, I mean, you had 2 towers. Geez, right? So that's one thing. Now, undetermined, there's something here that's not decided yet. Okay, maybe you guys have not quite made a decision on something. It's undetermined, meaning anything could still change depending on what decision you make right now. So again, there was so much potential here for all of this prosperity. Now over here, you say it's time. It's time. Okay, do not be fooled. Wow, that's the one I'm like, yeesh. What could that be talking about? Do not be fooled. And then and then finally you have justice. Okay, so I equate that over here with stillness, justice, balance, and just quiet. Okay, you guys have really been through it. Group 2, that is what I have for you. I really, really hope that this helped. If it didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group. And definitely let us know in the comments what's going on with you, okay? Best of luck to you. So be sure to subscribe and share if this helped you. And best of luck on your journey, okay? So very, very interesting reading. I'd like to know what's going on here, so let me know in the comments and what group that you picked, okay? So thank you so much for tuning in, group 2, and again, sending you blessings, and I will see you in the next reading, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, which is the rose quartz pendulum. Spirit, this reading is for group 3, and whatever their spirit guides have to tell them, please provide us with clear guided messages for group 3. Okay, let's see. I've been fighting with that heater. With respect and with permission, the spirit guides of group 3, what are the messages that you have for them today? What would you like to tell them, spirit guides of group 3? I'm getting a fiery vibe from you guys. Group 2 had a lot of watery energy, but you guys are, I feel like you're fireballs. Okay. So the first card, that's so funny. I thought that this was Temperance. It's the Emperor. That's quite different. So anyway, okay. You guys have a lot of different messages, so let's see if I can make sense of this. Okay. So that's actually very telling in itself. I do feel that the time of your life that you're in now, yes, there's a lot going on. It might feel very chaotic or intense. There's a need for some kind of organization in your life right now. And I do feel that that is what you're cultivating. Okay? And that's funny because now that I say that and now that I look at it, these two came out together. So you are growing structure in your life, and that is exactly what you've been craving, most likely, and that is exactly what you've been needing. So that's the first thing, okay? And I'm glad that that came through because this was a lot. And I was just like, where do I start? Okay, so that's there. I feel like another thing that's growing is, even though that this sounds a little... it doesn't sound important, but it really, really, really is. You guys are growing the ability to, yes, have structure, but specifically have a routine. And the reason why that is so life-changing is because if you do something one day, right, if you're able to successfully do something one day, you're able to successfully do it on most days. Therefore, you're changing your entire life, aren't you? That's what I see here. With the Two of Wands and the Magician, yes, absolutely stepping into your power. You're not only manifesting things, you are directly manifesting and taking action. Okay? So when I say are, I mean you either are now or will be very, very soon. So you really, really take things to a whole other level. It's kind of like like that feeling of waking up early and saying, you know what? Maybe I can be that type of person. Maybe I can be this person, and I can just make these changes and create structure and order in my life, and therefore change everything. Especially if you felt prior to, earlier in your life that you didn't have a sense of direction, or you just struggled with not having that control over your life. So this is really important for you guys. That's probably what this was. Look at all the chaos, right? The chaos and the catastrophe. I actually think all three groups got this so far, but all in different ways. So here you had the Tower, and all of that chaos, all it did for you was create this energy. Just tired, conflict, trapped. And the wonderful news here is that you're clearing that energy more and more as you move forward. Look, you have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Potential to move away, and you moved away from it. You took the shot. You took advantage of that energy shift, and you just went for it. I don't know if anything is happening soon with the alignment of, I think we just I'm not really too informed about the planetary forecast and all that stuff, but whatever happened in the shift recently, or it's coming very, very soon, you took full advantage, full speed, and you went for it. And look at the results. The Ace of Wands. Wow. You managed to create balance in your life, and I feel like you did this literally with physical means. Some of you, I don't know if something like yoga comes to mind, or something with physical, the physical aspect of life, or you brought balance and justice into your life in some shape or form. So maybe if there was a situation that completely set you off balance, you corrected this, or you will correct this. And with the Ace of Wands here, this is a breath of fresh air for you in terms of your whole life. Wow. I am just stunned. That's a huge, that's huge. What a significant achievement, you guys. I can't, hold on. Spirit guides, anything else for group 3? So it just leaves me speechless sometimes, So yes, we had, again, I'm really getting that these are past energies. Any of the stuff that's coming up, that you were able to just rise above. Two Pentacles again, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. There's a lot of persistence and determination here, and what you guys are really focused on is your own sense of prosperity and abundance. Yes, that could certainly be finance, but I feel like for a lot of you it's finance. Yes, it's finance, but it's also, I feel, the richness of your life as a whole, the quality of your life. And it doesn't sound like something so drastic or life-changing, but it truly is. If you can change one day, you can change all the days. Do you know what I mean? Oh, there it goes. Moving on to the new chapter of your life. You're walking away from something. I feel like you're not walking away from one specific thing or person. I feel like you're walking away from a gigantic, it's just like this huge thing, like a huge energy that you're walking away from. So that could be, for example, if you were used to life as it was forever, for years, right? That whole way of being, you were walking away from that because it was unhealthy for you or imbalanced for you in some way. My God. I'm telling you, you really kick butt here. Spirit guides, anything else for group 3? Expansion. Elevation. I'm drawn again to the red here, the power. You have the Emperor, The Magician, this is kind of red too. And I'm just really drawn to that. Oh, and this is red as well. So you guys gain a significant amount of power in the near future. It's just unstoppable here. It's just, wow. Page of Cups, Ace of Swords here. Another opportunity. There's just like, there's opportunities left and right opening up for you. And with the Ace of Swords, I feel that this right here, this is your own clarity of mind. I feel like you realize a huge, that came up in some of the other groups too, but you make a huge realization as you move forward. That's your spirit guides directly speaking to you, actually, is what I can sense from that. Spirit guides, anything else? Yeah. So the one bit of advice that they have right now, they are indicating that there's something that you still, I mean, I feel like I keep, this is the message that's coming up a lot, and maybe you guys have heard it in a past reading, but they're asking you to let go of something. Okay, so whatever it is, when you let go of it, you're going to become so much more flexible and free. Like you can move again. That's interesting. It might take you a little bit more time, though. It might take you a while to sort of wiggle yourself free here, but you will. I feel like this is actually going to be a gradual thing. I feel like it's going to take... I don't feel that this is going to be something that you're going to wake up one day and it's going to be magically shifted. I do feel like you're going to put persistent work into this, hence the Emperor energy over there, as well as the Knight of Pentacles. So little by little, so the image that I got was the rope here or whatever he's being suspended by. Little by little, like thread by thread, it's coming loose until eventually it snaps off and you're free. So that's what I got. So try not to expect or, try not to expect that this is going to happen instantly, because realistically, real change happens over time. I feel like that's true of most things. Not all things, obviously, but just keep that in mind. That mentality might actually help you, because then you won't become frustrated when it's not right away. Okay, so let's do another pull from this one here. The Gilded Tarot. This is the Gilded Royale, kind of different than one I usually use. Spirit guides, do you have any clarification or any new messages for us for group 3? Please and thank you. This is interesting. I feel that you guys... Okay. I don't really get the sense that this is talking about someone specific, although someone might come to mind that caused you heart pain, heartache, heartbreak, something like that. Either way, the message actually is still the same. You're really, really coming into a lot of power here with the King of Cups and the King of Wands. You become so sure of yourselves as we move forward here. I'm telling you, that word comes to my mind, unstoppable. I feel like you're gonna just... It's kind of like that feeling of slaying the monster left and right, and boom, you're just going through it, and you don't stop. Like, you just keep excelling, you keep evolving, and keep succeeding. Okay, now for those of you that might not feel that sense of power, do keep in mind that all of my readings are dependent on what stage you're in of your healing. If you're in the earlier stages and you don't feel this sense of confidence, all they're really asking you to do is sort of believe that it's possible, quite honestly. Because this is your potential. So if you give it a little bit more time, you're going to have this potential. I'm telling you, look at all the power here. It's all over your reading. So if the power is there, all you really have to do is claim that power. Humbly accept that power. So continuing with this here, Temperance and strength. So clearly the strength, yes. Patience is here as well, and temperance. So a lot more healing does still come through. This might not only be your healing. I feel that if there was someone close to your heart, I feel like there's healing on their side too. That was another message that came through. Communication might also be important for you guys, again, in February. I think I said that in a previous reading. That's something that's coming through here. The reading is timeless, but when I say February, I mean, obviously, if you're watching this after that point, that's a little different. But if you're watching this at the time I posted it, it's the last day of January as I'm posting this. But communication might be coming through for some of you guys. Spirit guides, anything else for group 3? Okay. The Hanged Man again. So, pay extra special attention to what I said before with the Hanged Man, because you need to get out of these chains. And you're so close. Oh, I can feel it. You're so close. And it's so exciting because I can feel you getting closer to that goal, and it's going to change everything. And we do have the Chariot here confirming that this has to do with your will. I think group 2 actually had a similar message, but you guys, it's like a totally different wavelength here. Okay, and then you also have the Queen of Wands. A lot of firepower here. I feel like you're attracting a lot. I feel like that fire energy is really attracting a lot of light towards you. Let's get you an animal, a spirit animal. I don't know the name exactly of this. I have to get it. But this is the spirit animal deck here. Okay, spirit guides, what is the message for group 3? So you guys got... okay, that's kind of funny. You have Porcupine. You may defend yourself honorably without hurting those close to you. So if some of you had to really, really stand up for yourself recently, this is going to, resonate with you. That's interesting. It says without hurting those close to you. So just keep in mind that when you stand up in all of this power, just to do it in a way that is going to still be respectful, of course, and so one message there is that claim only your power. Try not to really impact anybody else in a sense that, let's say you have to take someone else's power. That's really not what we're doing here. But the word honorable is what sticks out there. That's interesting. Okay, so let's get some written messages here, see if they resonate a little bit better. Spirit guides, do you have any final messages for group 3? That's funny. We started off with the Emperor and then you got the Aries card. If you guys happen to be in Aries, because probability says that, some of you are going to be, this is going to be a crazy powerful time for you, because the Emperor, the Aries, is already a fire sign. There's going to be a lot of power. If you're not, it still goes. Oh, look, you have Virgo as well. Okay. But I just meant because the Emperor is what we started off with. You have a lot of signs. Oh, that's unusual. There's like a party going on here. Maybe you guys are going to have a lot of support this time of your life. So yeah, you have 3 signs. That doesn't usually happen. So you have Aries, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Okay, so maybe it's talking about actual, influences by people of these signs. It could also be talking about maybe the timing of these particular things. So you also have interesting mix here. Okay, so you have Trapped, which is one of the cards that we started off with, right? So with this card, if you still feel like you're in this energy, the advice here, find light. Basically, light, symbolically speaking, is the healing for all of these negative energies. Okay, 10 meaning you're reaching the ending of a cycle, or also 10 could be something else significant in terms of your numbers. Whoops. And then you have finally own. That one is a short message, you know, it's meant to be ambiguous because it's whatever resonates for you, but own, like you might have to own something, like for example, own your power, or there's something of your own that might be very special to you at this time that you have to kind of focus on. It could be like something that only you're working on. And then this, I'm pretty sure, is the number 0. I think of the Fool because he's the number 0, so maybe it's just like kind of nudging you in that direction of your new beginning. They are saying that you might have to take a risk, not a risk that, I don't think it's risk per se in that there's going to be some danger, but I do think that it's going to be something that requires you to step outside of your comfort zone entirely, and it's going to be tough, but remember, thread by thread, okay? Brick by brick. So good luck, whatever this is. But group 3, that is what I have for you. I really, really hope that this helped. If this didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group. But let us know in the comments what's going on with you. I'd love to know whatever it is that this all was talking about in the comments. But and also be sure to subscribe and share if you found this helpful. And again, good luck on your journey. Blessings to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I will see you next time. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is malachite. So Spirit, this reading is for group 4, and whatever their spirit guides want to tell them, please provide us with clear guided messages for group 4. Okay, with respect and with permission, the spirit guides of group 4, what would you like to tell them today? Group 4, please. Give me 1 second. I've been turning that on and off the whole video because it's very cold outside. Okay. Spirit guides of group 4. Wow, what's going on here? Jeez, okay, let me just pause there. So it looked like there was a ton of abundance coming in for you guys, even though I only saw 2 cards for it. We have here the Page and the King of Pentacles. So maybe that for a lot of you, this is a very important time for the finances, for the career, or for some physical aspect of your life right now. So something within the home life or the physical body perhaps. So we have that. Okay, so that's the first part. So a lot of good cards coming up here. Wow. Okay. Jeez, there's so okay, so this was not limited to finance because there's a lot of fortune. So much fortune and blessings coming through here, okay? That's a lot. Okay, let me see what I can. So you have 1, 2, 3. You have these 3 major arcana cards that really hit me: the Hermit, the Lovers, and Justice. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you right now are doing very important soul work that is going to result in your own inner balance. This might also be something that's impacting your physical world as well. If something legal was involved here too, that's only going to be for a smaller number of you. But there's a huge balance coming in here. Duality, balance. Some of you, yes, it might be a soulmate connection too. I think the readings tonight were not really focused on stuff like that, but if it did show through, of course I'm going to say it, you know. So there's important healing here. There's definitely some kind of a deep soul love that's coming through. It's not necessarily with a, you know, in a love sense, but there's deep soul healing and deep soul love here. Okay, so it does look like, I think all of the groups got this as well. You guys are really, really expanding on all levels. So it looks like you do move on to a more exciting chapter of your life. It's weird because normally with this card, you're moving to something smoother. But paired with these cards, it's very exciting. It's something that elevates you. Some of you have already made this transition. Maybe you got a new job or something like a promotion, or maybe you're going on a new adventure, but this is very exciting. Okay, so you have the wands after it. Okay, you have the 2, the Knight, and the 3 of Wands. So it really does feel like you're embarking on something so exciting, like an adventure or a new beginning. Spirit guides, what else? For group 4, please. Yeah, a lot of power here with the Magician. And I feel like you guys are really making things happen for yourselves, or you will be, okay? A lot of manifesting there. I really truly feel like a miracle is going to come through for you guys. I rarely say that. That's a strong word, but for you guys, the word miracle came through here. Okay. Look at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Spirit guides, what else for group 4, please? Yeah, look, see? You have these 2 cards. These are the 2 cards. I call these the 2 moving on cards, and here they are. Not that it's like, oh yeah, you're moving on from, like, not like the typical kind of moving on energy, like a breakup energy or a ending energy. What I feel is more, it's like the feeling of just sincerely starting a way more exciting chapter of your lives. It feels similar to, I don't really have a, I mean, it's just starting something completely different is really what I'm trying to get at here. This is not your everyday transition energy. This is something much more profound than that. Let's see if we can, well, it'll come up. It's like you're going into a totally new way of being, you know? Judgment card kind of hints at that as well, right? Spiritual transformation. Knight of Pentacles is just really building on success over time. Let's see what else comes here. Spirit guides, anything else? Is there any more clarity that you can provide on what they're moving towards? Whoa. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, totally. Look, the Fool. See? That's you guys. What's that word? You're standing at the precipice. Like, it's just, that word came to mind. I think I read it when I was, looking up the cards a long time ago. So, I mean, but look at how fortunate this is. You're standing at the edge of a cliff with total, like, abandon and carefree energy here, and with total trust within life itself, within spirit, the universe, whatever, you know, divinity. And you're loving it. You're just so happy and fulfilled, and you're ready. That word came up, I think, for all the groups. Everyone is so syncing up. It's really beautiful to watch. So here you are in all of your purity and your innocence. Your intentions are pure. You're ready to start this new beginning. You're ready to jump off the cliff and to soar and fly through the air. Okay. Page of Wands, same kind of energy there. An opportunity for something passionate and for something to really grow. I feel like some of you were not unprepared per se, but I do feel that this energy is a bit unexpected. So this is something that might kind of take you by surprise. You guys are, out of all of the 4 groups, you guys have the most powerful soul energy coming through. So I'm just going to let you know that. All right. Whether or not you're already in a connection, either it's going to start fresh or it's going to be refreshed, like renewed. But there's someone here that is quite powerful coming up in your energetic field. Geez, with that heater. I do feel that this is a romantic thing. Again, it's not going to be for 100% of you, but I do feel that there's deep soul love coming through here. I just wanted to let you know that. Okay, what else? Wow. I love this. I cheesed out when I saw this. Look at how much happiness there is here. This is so beautiful. This is wish fulfillment. This is everything that you've been working towards. Coming full circle, okay? Like I said, justice and balance in your life because of what you created. Because of what you created, because of the work that you put into everything. Let's see what else we can get for you. I'm still interested in this. Spirit guides, what are they moving towards specifically? If you can let us know. What is this big mysterious change? Oh, come on. Destiny? That's okay. Let me pause for a second. That's ridiculous. I just said, what is this? I forget the words I just used. I said, what is this big mysterious change? And you get the card for destiny? That's outrageous, okay? I mean, I'm blown away by that. Let me just, wow. Okay. Huge change. Turning point. Destiny itself. Your life path. Okay. No wonder I couldn't put it into words. I mean, one thing that I said, this is really, really random. It was like this feeling of retirement or like retiring from some previous way of life that just wasn't working for you or didn't align with your truest passions and your life path. So it's like you really were reborn. Whoa. Whatever has been calling out to you in your destiny is exactly what you answer. I don't know what's happening with my psychic receptors here, but in the last reading with the Wheel of Fortune, I actually heard an audible sign, but it was different. For you guys, what I heard, quote unquote, in my head was the sound of someone writing. So it sounded like a book was being like scribbled with like pencil or pen or whatever. Something in regards to the written word or a message. It could be for some of you communication. Something like that is very relevant to this whole situation, your destiny, whatever's going on with your life path. But I did hear writing in my ear. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's go. Anything else, spirit guides? Any clarification? Well, thank you for that, because wow, that was definitely, it fit. It was fitting with that feeling there. Ace of Pentacles. Holy cow. Okay. All right. You guys are... you guys have just enormous energy. Okay? Your auras are huge. You're probably meant for a very big task here on Earth. Okay? And thank you for that. It's like, thank you for your service, Group 4. You're meant to do something really, really big here. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. So it's going along the lines of this. Now, the whole thing with the destiny thing, that is one of the signs that I heard. So if the writing or the whatever I said before wasn't quite relevant, that was just one example. But whatever it is in your destiny that is important to you, most likely it's your vision, your passion, your whatever it is that you've been working on. So the writing might have even had to do with, some of you have been really brainstorming and really making plans. So for those of you that, if that resonates, okay. But over here with the Ace of Pentacles, do you see how much prosperity there is in this card? Like, what? You're gonna... I'm really just... I'm done. Like, this is incredible. I'm speechless. Okay, let's go. Let's see if I can keep going because this is a lot. What do I do? Just shuffle. That's what I do. Jeez, this is one extra little piece of advice here. Okay, if you currently feel stuck or trapped, or maybe without direction, they're saying here that you have within you, in your brilliant mind, and I'm not exaggerating, the capacity to find your way out. This has to do with bright ideas, right? The air element. So it's kind of like they're saying, use your noggin, you know, you can do this. You can get yourself out of that energy. It's going to look different. Some of you are not in this energy. This is a little bit more for people who are on the younger side, not younger side of like age. I'm talking about the earlier, younger side of your stage. So some of you have been doing this spiritual work for a long time. You're in the older stage. So some of you who just kind of like got started recently, if you're in this energy, okay, you can get out of this. You're going to have a bright idea soon, and it is going to free you from that stuck, trapped energy. And look what's on the other side. This is incredibly high vibration. This is help, support, friendship, happiness, and joy. Okay? I am dying to know what you guys are planning. I swear it feels like you guys are going to just like influence the world. I mean, that might sound like an exaggeration, but I feel like in your own unique way, you are going to make a huge contribution to sort of enlightening people, enlightening the world. Maybe this energy always comes back too, so this might even sound familiar to a lot of you. I feel like you guys are influencers, whether that's through the written word, through books, whether that's through social media platforms, or if you're in some kind of like organizations or something like that. But you guys have huge energies. I love it. Okay. Spirit guides, do you have any other clarifying messages for group 4? Any new information perhaps? Oh, and another one, like, is sort of like in the spotlight. Yeah, that was another one that came to my mind. Like, I don't know if some of you are like performers or something like that. Just in a place where a lot of other people can see you. Okay, we have the Justice card again. That is very relevant to those of you who are in activism, and like in the field, I guess. Something having to do with activism. That's a huge one for some of you. Obviously not all of you. Justice. And look at that. 2 of Wands. Again. Lot of bold, like there's a lot of bold energy for you guys. But I love that in this card, look at all the light that's coming through. And the birds in the background. It's just so beautiful. So much abundance. And good fortune coming through here. So you also have, you have the Death card. A message that came through for this one was allow the old leaves of the tree, symbolically speaking, to shed. Let your old skins shed. Your old self be renewed. Just let it strip away from you. You're ready. Whew! You are way more than ready. If there's any lingering sort of residue or any lingering unnecessary energies that don't fit you, don't serve you, please just let it go, let it fall. It's so ready. The new leaves of the spring and the trees are ready to be born and to sprout. You're so ready for this new beginning and this rebirth. Okay, over here you have the Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. So much feminine power here, feminine energy. It's not gender specific, but so much of the feminine energy is coming through here in terms of, I think we had, I thought it came up before, I can't remember. Prosperity and stability, abundance, and over here with logic. Yeah, logic is a big one for you guys. You're very, I'm telling you, you're really, really smart, very clever, you guys in group 4. So that is one of your strongest attributes. Use that to your advantage, you know. You have a good head on your shoulders. You can and again, if you don't feel that way about yourself, I do feel that it is truly a huge skill that you have that maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit for. So really, really embrace that. Yeah, really embrace that and allow that to be a guiding light for you. Keep in mind that although it is, that does belong to you, yes, another skill that you have, that's what's coming out here, is you do have sort of like this direct connection to your guides, and they often provide you with enlightenment as well. That's really amazing. So it's kind of like your own natural curiosity and your own natural willingness to learn. It goes hand in hand, okay? That's really cool. That's something I've never seen before in cards. And then you have the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups. There might be something relevant here with standing up and rising up in a group mentality or a group situation, whether it's friends, work, or community. So again, it reminds me of that activism feeling. If it's not activism literally, it's just something where you have to use your voice. And I do feel like a sense of justice is important, actually. Let's do one more pull. I'll get a spirit animal card for you, and then I'll get some written messages. Spirit guides, any final messages for group 4? That's so funny. What did I say before? that you were going to like influence the world, and then you have the World card. That's really awesome. So, World card, Two of Swords. Some of you might be doubting yourselves. Very, very common. Stop it. They're saying stop doing that. Stop doubting yourself, because you know you have this power. There's like, what other proof do you need? Just take a look at your life. I bet you that within 6 months to a year, in 1 year, you can see with your own eyes, right, the evidence of your growth. Just look back. Look at how far you've come. Look at what you were a year ago, 6 months ago, even whatever amount of time, 3 months ago. It doesn't really, you're always changing and rapidly evolving. So just please, just own it. Yep. Just own it. I'm getting all sassy there, but just own your strength, okay? Let's do the spirit animal. Let's see. I have to add this to the description, but yeah, these are the spirit animals guide deck. I have to get it. Spirit guides, what is the message for group 4? Oh. At first I thought you got the same one as I think it was group 1. You guys got dolphin. I love that. Dolphins are so much fun, and they're brilliant. Ha! I told you. That's so funny. Okay, so it says, tune into the rhythm of your breath to find stillness and patience. Okay, so that is the message of the card itself, but remember the attributes of the actual animal, okay? So again, tune into the rhythm of your breath to find stillness and patience. Now, I can tell you that this is a very life-changing message. This is something that, okay, I identify with this fast-paced dynamic energy, and I do know that it's very difficult to just find that stillness and to breathe. Obviously, you guys know that, right? So see if you can tune into that center and to just, right? And we're like, we literally breathe all the time. So if you are able to tap into your breathing and sort of calibrate that and slow it down and find that stillness and patience and present focus within the breath itself, you are effectively changing your entire life, okay? So with one breath, with one cycle of your breathing, with one meditation, or just like, you know, taking some time, like 5 minutes to breathe, that is going to sort of expand into your entire life. All right, so stillness, patience, and again, for me, when I think of dolphins, I really just think of how playful they are. They love life. They enjoy life. They are brilliant. They're one of the smartest animals, I'm pretty sure. And they're so free, just swimming, and just having a good time. Okay, so take a page out of their book with that one, and let's do some written messages, and we're good. If I could shuffle these. Spirit guides, do you have any final messages for group 4? Whoa. Okay, I have a feeling that there's just one little part of your soul that you have kind of kept to yourself. Now, this is not to be taken literally, but for some of you it might be. It says, come clean. What I take from that is, one of the other groups got that in a different way, but what I get from this is, there's something that you want to say to someone. I mean, I do think it's to someone. I mean, alternatively, it could be that there's something you have to face within yourself. But I feel like there's something that needs to be said here. And that is important to your sense of justice in your life, okay? The reason why I feel like this is important is because you guys are on fire. You're doing so well. If there's one little thing that you have to address in your soul, imagine the difference that it would make, okay? So try to think of what that might be. So you have 2 zodiac signs coming up here, Aquarius and Cancer. I don't know if that's significant in regards to, I don't know, maybe a person you're dealing with. It could potentially be the time of Aquarius or Cancer. Okay. You also have, oh my. You have, this is intense, suffering and think carefully about your path. I'm going to simplify that and say that if you are suffering currently, in whatever shape or form, if you're struggling, think carefully about that path. And if that is the case, realign yourself. If your whole life you've been walking down path A, realign yourself and walk down path B. I know it's not that simple, but it is that straightforward. One thing I usually say to people is just gradually steer yourself in another direction. And again, tell yourself, you know, maybe I can take a different approach today. And little by little, you will go down that road that you so desire. Let's do one more. Those were weird. They were interesting, but just a little strange. Any final messages? That word said chaos and it was upside down. I just want to pull one out for you. There it is. Okay, it says don't force it. Don't force it. Jeez. There's something here that they don't want you to force. It might have to do with like another person or just in general. Don't force it. Try to be as authentic and fluid as you possibly can. And finally, you have accept or give love. And you also have manifest. Okay, so accept or give love. So again, we want free flowing. So accept what's coming towards you in terms of the blessings and give. So have an equal give and take here. Manifest. I think you guys have done a wonderful job of manifesting, but this time, what we are going to manifest, what they're asking to manifest, is something very specific. Think of whatever specific goal that you have for yourself. So instead of like the broad term, like I want to manifest healing, I want to manifest love, we're looking at something much more, there's a lot more substance to this. So what I would probably do is write down a specific thing that you want to manifest. A friend of mine told me recently that she did this, and it was so specific, and it was incredible. But I mean, her manifestation did come through, and it was absolutely, I was amazed by that. Like, so whatever it is for you guys, you have a specific vision in your mind. You're ready to manifest on this high-powered level. You're ready. And try not to limit yourself either, okay? Very interesting and powerful reading, Group 4. I love it. I love your energy. Definitely let us know in the comments what's going on, and best of luck to you. You're going to need all the strength that you can get for this huge task. So just always make sure to take care of yourself. I know I have to take my own advice. You guys always tell me. But yes, take care of yourself and mind, body, spirit balance, okay? Because you're gonna need all the strength that you can for this. So always treat yourself right. Thank you so much for tuning in and for sharing this amazing energy with me, Group 4. Again, best of luck. Sending you blessings. Be sure to subscribe and share if you found this helpful. Okay, and good luck. I will see you in the next reading, and sending you my love. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.